Hello, Enid, and welcome to another glorious Monday, and we are glad that you are here. My name is Larissa Sloan, Media Assistant, and with me today, we have Scott Morris, Assistant City Manager, and we are going to tell you what is going on and cool things to know.
Well, first of all, what did you do this last weekend? There were a lot of things going on in Enid.
There were a lot of things going on. I actually was able to last minute grab some tickets to the Harlem Globetrotters, and you see it on the commercials and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun. But then when you go and you see them actually doing the tricks and stuff, it's kind of a whole different experience.
All right, name that tune.
From what I understand, that is called Sweet Georgia Brown, but I don't know who sings it. So
I just know that's the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, but if you know who sings it, if the viewers know who that song is from, then comment that below. We'd love to know that. And then what did you do this weekend?
I went to the Boy Scout car show and just watched all of the cars and exhibits that were out there. I have a nephew that had a '79 Camaro out there, Mac, and did a great job, and it was interviewed by Enid News and Eagle, and it was just an excellent day. And Boy Scout Troop 11 was there serving hamburgers and hot dogs and helping out. There were a lot of Cub Scout packs that had their Pinewood Derby, and so it was a great day. In addition to that, my son and his wife were home over the weekend, and so we just had an enjoyable weekend.
That sounds like a wonderful weekend. Did you get out and ride at all on Saturday?
I got my grill out. I got my motorcycle out. It was just great weekend.
It was great
Until
weekend.
that cold front hit, then it got a little cooler.
I thought it was going to be a thunderstorm because it kind of looked like one, but then it came through and I came back outside and it was just cold. And I was like, that was tricky. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that kind of got me.
But, that goes to say there's just so many things going on in Enid. Just pay attention and look around. I think this coming weekend's Casting Crowns. There's a comedian coming up later. There's always things to do in Enid. And I'm sure our friends next door at Visit Enid would love to tell you more. And they've got their handouts there that will show you all of the schedules, and there's all kinds of things to do. So.
And this opens up, and it has this pamphlet right here has 1, 2, 3 months in it. So this is February, March, April. However, you can come and grab that. These are free, and you can get yourself involved. It says on here that there's a Corvette Expo, and I might just have to go to that. Mm-hmm. Those are pretty.
I already know next weekend I'm going to run in a 5K called Knees to War. That's over by Crossland Park, and be running through Crossland Park as part of it. So I know there'll be some people interested in that. There's always something to do. Always
something to do. Whether it's raining or nice weather, there's always something to do, for sure. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, let's tell the viewers what's going on in Enid.
Yeah. Well, so we always do like a national, what the national day is or national week or whatnot. And so we actually have two. And I just thought that maybe we would just take a second. And so the first one it's National Autism Week. And so we just want to wrap our arms around that. And then the other one that we have is it's National Theater. And so I thought that was fun because I personally like theater. I've never been to Broadway, but I've been to Gaslight, and they are actually pretty spectacular. Mm-hmm. And so they have a lot of plays going on. This image or this photo that you see right here is from Alice in Wonderland, and that was actually really cool. This is their all kids cast, and I think they do that in the summer. They have a camp. And so I was thinking about actually putting Tyler in that because I thought that would be a great summer thing for him to do while I'm at work. And so I actually was able to see the Mary Poppins production, and that one was spectacular too. And so I don't think that you could be disappointed in that. And so if you want to get more information on the productions they're going to be putting on, you can go to gaslighttheater.org. You can also hit their Facebook page too, and they'll give you all kinds of scoops on there.
I was just going to add to that, it's a well-run theater, And I know they're going through some construction phases, and if you feel, if that's something that you're passionate about, I'm sure they'd love to have you be a partner with them and help them do some fundraising for some improvements they want to make to the building. So if you're interested in that at all, I'd go ahead and contact them at the same ways you just mentioned and see if you can partner with them.
Yeah, you'll find their contact information on their website and their schedule of productions that are happening. They also have a Turpin, which the Turpin is a little bit smaller venue. It's still at Gaslight Theater location, but it's a smaller little venue that they do.
My son's played, then there's sometimes they've had like little talent shows, or that'd be a great spot for a comedian or something like that at the Turpin.
Yeah, and so so that is really cool. Just get plugged in. As we said, there's always something to do, and their productions are always, they're usually like 2 or 3 weekends planned, and so I'm excited to be able to put my son into their camp and to see what that produces, because he's all about he's a lot like our video producer, Dane. He likes to get his hands in there, and he likes to put stuff together and see how things work and make things run better and smoother and stuff like that. And so that's really exciting. But we're going to talk about some other stuff. And so we're going to talk about some of the activities that are happening throughout Enid. And so the first one that we're going to talk about is the Spring Skate Jam. That is this weekend. I believe that's April 1st. That is on Saturday, and that is over at our skate park where the big mural was painted and stuff like that. There's tons of vendors going to be out there, like food vendors and things like that. So that's going to be exciting.
Are you going to be out there on your skateboard and do your best trick?
No, I might bring Tyler. I might bring Tyler to that, but I think I would sit on the sidelines, and so probably not. I might take my camera. That would be a great opportunity to take my camera. Yeah.
My son was big into skateboarding, and he had a trick that he did, and his mother and I renamed it the 50-50 emergency room was the name of the trick. Because it was a 50-50 chance he might need medical attention after it.
Oh my goodness. But that's kind of, that sounds like it's scary kind of.
It ought to be interesting. That ought to be a fun thing to go watch.
There's all kinds of things. You can bring any, like rollerblades. What kind of things can you bring? You can bring, scooters, rollerblades, skateboards, bicycles. You could bring your unicycle if you have one.
Oh boy.
But anyway, we look forward to seeing you out there. And then we also have our annual rabies clinic that we've talked about.
Just another great opportunity to go get your animals their rabies shots. You can get their city tag at the same time. So there's the number, 249-4910 at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center. And that's coming up a ways from now. That's April 23rd. But just so you can prepare, $10 for your rabies shots.
And then if they already have the rabies shot, it's only $2 for a city tag, and that city tag is really important. And then we also have the Author Fest that we've spoken about, and that is Saturday, April 15th. If you want to be a vendor or if you want to attend and you want more information, feel free to go to their enid.okpls.org/Enid-author-fest. Or -2023. That's a mouthful.
Say that again real fast.
No, I'm not.
Let's not do that.
No, let's not do that. And then we also have our Walk of Fame. I'm going to let you talk about this.
That's right. This is something that our community does to recognize a few people in our community that have done extraordinary things and have contributed to the well-being of our community. We usually there's 2 every year, and so you can nominate one. If you'd like to, you can go to the website and you can do that. But it's an honor to be on the list and to be nominated. And I would just encourage you guys that are listening to think about who do you think has been truly just setting the standard of what it is to show citizenship in Enid. That's the kind of person that we want to nominate for the Enid Walk of Fame.
Perfect. And then we also have our Adoption Spotlight of the Week. So this is Sarge, and he is in Pen 13. He is about 6 to 8 years old, and he is a lab mix. He is looking for a retirement home.
Sarge was at the last council meeting.
Yeah?
Yes, he was. So he's a good dog.
Yeah, and apparently he knows a couple of commands, and he possibly might be house trained. So that, I mean, you're getting a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
And so, and if you have any questions, feel free to call the animal welfare at 580-249-4910. They would be more than happy to help you pair with Sarge or any of their other animals that they have in there. And he's in pen 13. They look forward to hearing from you. And then we also have our street closures, our infrastructures, and things like that we're going to talk about just to keep you updated on the things that are going on around, maybe in your community or maybe just around town that you need to be aware of. So we do have the road closure on East Broadway, and that is East Broadway and North 16th intersection. This has been placed in a red flash, so it will act as a four-way stop. And they are doing a traffic study, and that's the intent or the reason behind that.
It's an aging signal, and the location of it is unique. There really aren't any other signals that are in that area, and we're trying to also determine, okay, well, what's the best flow of traffic? You know, should Broadway have more, deference? You know, because we don't want to redo the signal and have people sitting at a red light for no reason. And so we're trying to figure out if flashing red's the best way to go, or if we need to do stop signs, or so they're kind of looking at all scenarios and trying to move forward.
Perfect. And then that timeline is yet to be determined because they're conducting the study to try and figure that out. And then we also have the East Birch Avenue.
This is a continuation of a project that's been going on for quite some time. And they started at 16th, they're going all the way to 23rd, and so you'll see us talk about East Birch. If you live over there, you know that this has been going on a while, and this is a very, very expensive project that we're doing, and well-deserved and well-needed area of town. And so I'm sure when this work area is completed, we'll move it on to the east, and we'll keep on going.
That sounds great. Do you want to tell them about this one?
Sure. This is in preparation. We've started moving utilities along Garland. In between Randolph and Garriott, we're going to eventually be expanding Garland and making it wider. And so we've already moved some utilities. We are working on this intersection, and they needed to do some things there. And I'm not sure if this is still flashing or not, but it is. That's one of the intersections that we're working on.
I actually spoke with Michael, and he said that they expect to be done with that on Wednesday for the red flash and for three-way stop.
That's great.
And then we also have this intersection closure as well.
Yeah, I don't know any specifics about this one,
Okay.
but I know they'll get the concrete done as quickly as possible, and they'll be moving on.
Now
this is part of a program we do with concrete repair. We do a lot of intersections, and we don't do very extensive projects with this pot of money. We do a lot of just intersections and little things here and there. That way we can sprinkle the good news all over Enid and try to repair as many infrastructures, cul-de-sacs, intersections as we can that are in bad shape.
Well, as you can see, this is not actually on Van Buren. This is the Van Buren Access Road, and it's at West Spruce Avenue. And so just be aware of that. That's supposed to take 1 week. And then we also have BNSF is having to close a portion of North 4th Street for the railroad tracks right there. And that is expected to take just 1 day. And so just be aware of that as you detour around.
They've, I think they closed that intersection a couple of different times in the last month. So they've definitely been working on some things over there, and I'm glad they give us some notice so we can try to get it out to people.
Yep. And then we also have some employment opportunities, and I can't speak any higher than I have about the benefits that the city of Enid offers. And the positions that are open, as you can see, there's some that are closing this week. And then we also need lifeguards. We need lifeguards to be able to open the Champlain pool.
18 of them to be exact, and 2 head lifeguards. So we need 20 lifeguards to help make sure that our pool's open. So if you know some people that are trained, especially people that are trained, have them put an application in.
We look forward to that. You can go to enid.org/careers, and you can get all the information on those positions that are available. And then we also have some board vacancies that I know that have been filled, but that are being filled. And so I know you know more about that than I do.
Next Tuesday, I believe the mayor and council will be taking care of 3 or 4 more of these boards. Aviation Advisory, Martin Luther King Jr., those are 2 of them for sure that are going to be on there. I think Enid Civil Service Commission is the 3rd one. I'm not sure if there's any more than that, but more and more of those are being filled, and there's probably not many left that have vacancies after that. So we're going to continue. It looks like there's 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 to 5 more after this council meeting. So we're filling them fast. So if you have an interest, put your application in.
It's a way to get involved.
Yep.
For sure. And then we also have the vote that's coming up. Now it is too late to be able to register, but if you're already registered, then you can do early voting, or you can vote on the 4th.
I believe early voting is this week, and so this is for Ward 2 only, the runoff election between Doug Boyle and the incumbent Derwin Norwood. So we encourage everyone who lives out in Ward 2 to get out and vote. We'd like to have a good high voter turnout for this, and go show your support for whichever candidate you'd like to choose.
So if you're asking, well, where do I vote at? Well, you can go to your ward, right? And your voter precinct, I'm sure they'll tell you. You can do early voting on March 30th and 31st from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Garfield County Election Board, and that is at 903 Failing Drive. So get out and do that, or you can go vote on that day.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then we also have some upcoming, I know we just talked about some meetings, but just to kind of give you a recap, we have the commission meeting. That's Tuesday, April 4th. That study session is at 5. The commission meeting is at 6:30. We have a MAPC meeting on Monday, April 17th at 6. And then we also have another commission meeting Tuesday, April 18th. And that's at the study session is at 5, and the commission meeting is at 5 or at 6:30. They're all in the council chambers.
That's right. Come out and join us.
Yeah. And then we have the Garfield County Emergency Management app, and we have a little fun video that we are working on in this office. I think it's going to be great. And then that'll kind of let you know like what the app is for and the reason why you use it.
It's a good time to join and get the app if you haven't. Your phone will blow up if there's some storm and weather events, and so
that's a good time to blow up.
This is the time of year that as Oklahomans we got to keep our eye to the sky.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we also have SeeClickFix, and SeeClickFix is a great app that the city utilizes as well. And you can let us know what's going on that you're seeing out there, and we can get it fixed. And so if you have any questions or need any help downloading either one of these apps, call the office at 616-7258. I will answer personally, and I will help you in the best way that I can. And if I cannot help you fully, I will find out how to help you. And so I look forward to that. And then we are everywhere for you. And we are on all the social media platforms, and YouTube, Roku, Fire TV, SeeClickFix, all of those things. And we just thank you for tuning in. We hope you have a wonderful day and do something nice for somebody that counts.
That's right. Be kind. We'll see you next time, Enid.
Bye.